Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you how do we test our internet connection. This is especially important for online learning because as Dr. Hilmi from Pengajaran likes to say, in online learning, the quality of our internet connection is akin to the vehicle that we take for offline classes, right? When you go to offline classes, then you have to get from, let's say, from your house or from your college to the faculty, and you need to take a bus or you take a motorbike or you take a car. um, so for online learning, your vehicle is internet connection, and if the quality of the internet connection is not good, then that will impair your online learning experience. So these are the things that I will go through. The first thing is, what are the three key things that we want to know about our own internet connection. The first thing we want to know is whether we have an internet connection from where we are at. Let's say you are learning from home. The first thing you want to know is whether your house has an internet connection, or is there internet coverage at your location. So that's the first thing. Once we have confirmed that there is internet connection at our house or at our location, then we want to know how fast it is, right? uh, will it take a long time for you to load a particular web page or a particular video, or to upload certain materials, right? So the speed. And then finally, the stability. Is your internet connection stable throughout the day, or are there times of the day when it is weak, and are there times during the day when it is strong? So we want to know the stability of the internet connection. So three things about internet connection that we care about: the coverage, the speed, and the stability. So that's the first thing done. How do we go about testing the internet connection? Well, there is a software that we can use to test the quality of our internet connection. There are many softwares actually, but the one I'm going to focus on is something called OpenSignal. How do we get this app? Well, you can just go to the Google Play Store if you're using Android, or if you are using Apple, then you go to Apple Store. You just type for Open Signal, right? So this is a software, right? As you can see, I've already installed the software on my phone. So let me just open it. So this is the interface, right? So I'm now connecting to the internet via my Wi-Fi. And as you can see, it's a very simple interface. There are two tests that you can do. You can test for speed, or you can test the quality of the video, i.e. if you want to stream videos, then you can use this particular one, right? But what we're going to do is to well, there are two things that we will do. The first one is simply to test the speed of our internet connection. So how do we do that? Very simple. You just press the button, and then the app will do certain things to um, measure your download speed, how long it takes for something to be downloaded from the internet to your computer. The upload speed, this is important if you plan to upload materials like text, or videos, or presentations. And then finally, the latency. What do you mean by latency here is how fast the network moves a particular data from one point in the network to another. And the smaller the value for the latency, then the better, right? So this is 10 milliseconds. It means that it takes a network around 10 milliseconds to sort of move a particular data from one point of the network to the other. So this is the result of the test. As you can see, for download, 20 around 27 megabit per second. For upload, 4.7 megabit per second, and latency is 10 millisecond. When you do this sort of test, it is useful to do it at different times during the day, during weekends, during weekdays, during the day, at night. It is also useful to go to different locations in your house and repeat the test, because the Wi-Fi at different locations in your house might have different strength. So don't do this sort of test only once, but try to do it at different times and different places, right? So let us check where we are. So I've done this, right? So the next feature I want to show you is to look at the different networks that are present in my location and the quality of each of those networks. So let us go back. Let's go back. You press this button here, and then there's this button on the top right which says network stats. This is quite nice because it lists all the network operators that are present in my area, and it tells you the download speed and upload speed for each of those operators. As you can see, in my area, the best network, the best in the sense that it has the highest download speed is Maxis, but the network with the highest upload speed is Cellcom. So why is this information useful? Because it will tell you uh, what sort of network is best suited to your area. I mean, if your course involve watching lots of online videos, then maybe you should switch to a network operator which has the highest download speed. But if your course involves uploading lots of material to Ukenfolio, to any to YouTube or to any other websites, then maybe you should pay attention to the upload speed. So this feature gives you the necessary information for you to decide which network operator should you use is for your online learning, right? So let us go back to the list, right? So we've done that. Okay, now why is this important? Why is it important for us to test our internet connection? There are two things mainly. Because we need to submit assignments, and depending on the type of assignments, most lecturers will maybe want you to upload text files or PDF file or image file. Then that doesn't take too much bandwidth. But then if your lecture requires you to upload a video, right, you present something and then you have to upload the video to YouTube, then that will require a larger bandwidth. So you sort of have to know what is the shall we say, the network burden of your course, right? Not just how much work you have to do in that particular course, but how much bandwidth do you need to complete the course, right? If let's say the lecturer gives you an assignment, a video assignment every single week, then that will take up a lot of your internet or mobile data quota. So you have to prepare for that, right? So what is best is if the lecturers were to mix up the types of assignment. This week give a textual assignment, next week give based on images, and the week after that give on video, and then the lecturer should mix it up, right? But these are the things that you should pay attention to when your lecturers give out assignments, right? So that's the first thing, assignment. The second reason why testing your internet connection is important, because of online examinations. Online examinations can either be done synchronously, i.e. you have to log in at a particular time and date and answer the questions on Ukenfolio, right? Or it can be done asynchronously, i.e. you only have to log into Ukenfolio to download the questions, and then you are given, let's say, 24 hours or 48 hours to answer the question offline, and then at the end of that exam period, you have to upload your answers back to Ukenfolio. So again, this is one of those things that before the pandemic we don't have to think so much about this, but now with the pandemic and with the need for online learning, we have to figure out the kinds of examinations that we have to take, and we have to prepare not just intellectually but also technologically, logistically, for these sort of things. But you are not in this alone. Your lecturers will always be open to suggestions and to help make this experience as seamless as possible. I'm sure of it, right? So as a conclusion, your internet connection is your vehicle for online learning. And just like we take care of our vehicle whenever we want to go to class or want to go somewhere, we should make sure that our internet connection is always in the proper and optimum condition so that our online learning experience it will not be compromised. So thank you very much.